So, folks, today I will proceed with our array related concepts. So, in the last video, I have told some basic concepts about array. What is array actually? And there are some shift, unshift, push, pop. These just like inserting some values in the array at the first index, removing the values from the last index, insert any value at the last index and at the first index. So these four functions I have told you, I have just uh, code with you. So next, I will start some advanced, little bit advanced, not more, but because I will just go one by one so that you can grab easily. So the I have written the file array phase 2 here, and I have taken the number array here. So there are just like lot of methods in the array, but the important methods are also just like around 10 methods are there. So last day I have told four methods, and today I will proceed with other methods. But for these 10 methods, these are very important and they are used in the programming using the JavaScript, advanced JavaScripts. Okay, so uh, what is array? I have told the array is just like here mentioned is the numeric array. The array contains different kind of values, different kind of data types values. Okay, so uh, the concept of I have told, but I think I do not just like create a new video for that. There is a higher order function. So what is higher order function? Higher order function are those functions which takes the other functions as an argument and return functions as a return value. So these functions are known as higher order function. So I will not make any video for that, but I will tell in between when we are just like practicing on that. So today I will tell you exactly about the very important methods just like map, filter, find, reduce, these four methods. Okay, before that we have to know exactly what are different kinds of loop, because array values are there, so we have to iterate those values to just like displaying values, or we can manipulate these values inside any logic. So what we do here, we can just like we can just like loop out, we know how these values can loop out. Okay, so I will showcase two to three loops today. For example, you know exactly in the basic programming the for loops are there. So for loops are there, so I will add this for loop. You can see in the editor itself uh, this is written, but I will type for you. For, so let here introduce, so we will use just like keep in habit to uh, define or declare any variable with let or const, not where, most of the time. Okay, so if you are unaware of the difference between the let, const, and var, so you can refer my last video. I have the video, I made the video for that let, const, and var. So you can just go and see what is the. I have also make a practical on that. So if let I is equals to 0, I means index. Yesterday I told you that every array element is starting index is 0. So I less than equal to, then after where, till where we have to iterate. So we will find the length of the array. This is the array here, and we are finding dot length. Yesterday I told you in the video, you can see. Then till the length, and we have to make a iteration. We have to proceed our iteration from 0 to last index. So what is this? I plus plus. So here you can log value of I. Okay. For loop. Here you can see. Now I will print it out. So you can see here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it iterates only the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to iterate all these values. Then what we do? Index, and then here you can type values. The array name with their index, just like I. So you can see here the showcase is here. That is 0 index belongs to 10, 1 is 20, 2 is 30, and 3 40. Okay. So till what? Just like 0 to 3 index, all the values are printed over here. So this is the concept of for loop. If you want any value, just like all these values from the for loop, you can use for loop. Otherwise, next is for off. For off also important. Okay. So element of what? Just like the array number, array name. So you can iterate here. Log it all these values. I will told you the exact difference and what when do we use these. Okay, you can see all these values are printed 10 to 40. It means for of is the concept, loop concept is here. If you want all the values to be printed out, and this is the based on index, at what index we want to iterate, and but for of will iterate all these value till the end of the element of the array. So there is no concept of any index or anything in this for loop, for of loop. You can say it is for of. I will comment it. And also when I push in our repository in the Git, so you have these all concepts. These are the all files are available for you. For of. We can say here simple for loop. Okay. So next is for each. Very important. For each. So here, what is the syntax? Syntax is here. You just have to pass the array name, whatever array you have to iterate, then dot for each, and elements will be iterate one by one. So what is the array? Our array is different. Just like I have the different name of array. So I will put the same name over here. Then element, you can say ele something, and just log. It is same just like for of. Okay, for each. So what is the output now? In this case, you can say, see, all these values are printed out. So this is the concept of for loops. You can also do the practice of while loop. Okay, but I am not showing here all these loops and other, because this whatever the important things are there, I will show here with you. I will discuss with you, and if you have any confusion, so you can comment it out on videos. These codes are available in my Git repository, and Git repository link I will paste in the description of this video, so you can refer that if you need. Okay, so this is our concept for loop. Now we will proceed with our what I say, just I cut from here and paste here so that you have the array available with you. Okay, now what we have to do? Map function actually manipulate. Map means if we need some manipulations, if we need to change any just like values of the array. So mostly the map is very important function. It is also used in the, not in the just like in advanced JavaScript, but it is also used in Angular, React. Okay, so map function is very good, and you need to practice more on that. It is not dependent that I have just make an example then it is sufficient for you. You need to make practice. For example, map function actually returns the new array, just like new array values dot map. Okay, manipulation, just like if we want to double these values, whatever the array is there, we want each element should be double. So what is the shortest path? So we will use the map here. So now what is this? This is the map, and I will use, I told you in last videos that there is a method. This is the method actually, because this is the arrow function, arrow method. So arrow functions are here. I have written in very short, and mostly you will see in the advanced JavaScript, you will see this kind of syntax. And here I will take element, each element, and what I return. So you can see high level function means it is taking higher order function here. It is taking function as an argument and returning the function, just like element multiplied by 2. Each element is multiplied by 2, and what returns? New array, const new arr. So I will print both the array here, just like log. First I log the our original array, then I will log the new computed, and after the multiplication of 2, what becomes the new array. So you can see in the example here, you can see the first original array is 10, 20, 30, 40, and our new array becomes the multiplication of each element. You can see here. So map is used for manipulations. Any manipulation, any modification you need to perform. So you need to just like take these kind of syntax, and you have to practice on that. There are a lot of just like practice required here, but I am just like showing you high level things, the basic things over here, because the video becomes very large in that case if we are uh, describing each and everything. So what we'll do, this is the map. Okay, so the map method is here. 1 minute. This is the map. Next, what I do, just copy this. I will copy this, and exactly I will paste here. I will say filter. Okay. Okay. So I will do the filter. What is filter? Filter uh, actually used to filter any value. Filter means just like there are the array, and I want some results, some specified, some conditional things between the array. For example, I need the values which is greater than 20. So in that case, we have to filter. Okay. So we have to use the filter. Here I just replace this filter with the map. The same thing is there. These are all are high level functions, higher order functions. Okay, sorry, high level, higher order functions. Higher order functions is all these filter, map, reduce. Okay, so what we will do, the new array I have for filter, and the converted array for filter, and I have written the function for filter. So I will apply this here, filter, and here the original array. And I will comment these so that there is not any confusion of that. So what filter is doing here? We will return those values who has greater than 20, whose values are greater than 20, means element greater than 20. So I will return that. So what the array becomes? The array becomes the values, the new array becomes whose values are greater than 20. So our new fill array, I have to print here. Showcase, I will describe here. Okay. So you can see here, the original array is here and the converted filtered values of that new array becomes 30 and 40 because I have just like filter out these. Okay, so just copy this. I'm commenting it here. It is the filter concept, filter array. Then after I will comment it out. Then now paste is here. I am again, the next is find. Find. Okay. My array will becomes find. I will tell you exactly what is the find method is there. Don't worry. So this is the find array. Find and filter both are different. Filter actually filter and iterate all these values that are present in the array. And find only iterate when it's satisfied at once. Just like we are comparing the each element with greater than 20. So filter, what filter do here? It iterate all these values which is greater than 20. But here what find will do, if it starts and iterate only once, you can see with the example, this example, but you have to remember what is the exact difference between these two. So find is only find once, filter just like compare the value at till end of the array. Okay, so I just replace this with find method. So what the output now for find? You can see the output of this filter. Now you can see the output of find. I saved my file and you can see 30 means the first element only it finds and returns. So this is the main difference between the find and filter. Find works at once, but filter iterate till the end of the array if it gets satisfied with the condition. So these are main difference between find and filter. Now I will show you reduce method. So files are become lengthy, but you need to practice each and every, and this file is available in my repo. That URL I will provide in the description of this video. So reduce. Okay, number array reduce. Okay, so this is the original array where I have to make the changes. So what reduce actually here do? I remove this. So this is my array. Reduce is used to find the sum of elements. But you know, I just want to understand everything over here. Just like there is an array, const my arr equal to something is here written, just like we can say 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, so if you want to make a sum of these elements, these array elements, so what you will do? We are not using reduce here. in a simple way, what you will do, how you will perform. Initially, I told you about the for each loop, for loop, these kind of loops I have provided. So from for each, I will perform the sum of elements. So how the for each works? Just like I write the array here, dot for each. For each, you keep in mind the keyword for is in small, and each e will be becomes capital. In the start of the e will becomes capital. Okay, so for each, as we have remembered the for each, it is taking the arrow function as an argument. So res, you can put anything here. So my array for, and we have to find the sum. So iteration is starts 1, 2, 3, 4, but we need to find the sum of these iterations. For example, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, these kind, all the elements I need to sum of this array. So all elements need to sum. So what logic we will apply? You can use for loop, you can use for each loop, you can use for of any loop you can use. You can use while loop, but I am just making any difference between normal making any sum of after iterating the array, and when we are using the reduce method. So reduce map these methods introduced in ES6 to reduce the code, okay, to simplify things. So what logic is there when we are making any sum? So what logic we have to perform? Just like let sum, we are taking a variable sum and assigning 0 value. Okay, so now what we will do, sum equal to sum plus what values, means result 1, 2, 3 something is here printing out. Okay, and when we have all these values, then you can print out here log sum. So sum provides you the sum of elements. So when you compile this, you will see 10. 3, 4 becomes 7, plus 2, 9, and plus 1, 10. So you can normally, how you will find the sum of elements in the array. Sum of elements of this array. Normally how you will find. This is the concept to find the sum. But beside that, there is also a concept which is introduced in ES6. So how you will perform this? Just I make a comment out this and perform the reduce. You can remove this. Okay. So what reduce is here? So const reduce array. So my array, just see the syntax and start practicing on that. Reduce is the same high level function is here. What parameters reduce is taking? It is taking the sum, comma, which is which number is iterated one by one, just like this res. Okay, so sum and res, for example, you can note it down the syntax exactly how to you have to achieve that. Okay, so I will return sum plus res. Okay, so this is complete, but one thing here missing when we are comparing with this basic sum finding method, how to find the sum. So there is a difference. Just like you can see, we have taken the sum equal to 0 first. Then in the sum variable, we are putting all these values and making addition of the remaining values, each values with this sum variable. just like 1 0 plus 1, then after sum becomes 1. Okay, so again 1 plus 2 becomes 3, then 2 plus 3 becomes 5. So these kind of things, so we have to iterate from 0. So there is a also syntax for this reduce. We will put 0 over here. Okay, so now we will check. We have to print it first, then we can check. Now you can see our reduce method will do the same thing whatever we have achieved in the simple way. Okay, without reduce. So these are the reduce, map. These functions are very important. You need to practice on that. Next, I will pick some good topic for you. So these methods I will push from my repo, and these are available in the video description. Okay. These are very important methods. Yeah. So I have pushed my code in our repo, whatever I am teaching here. So next topic, we will pick some good topics. Maybe spread and rest operators I will take. So be online, be just like practice with me, as I told you. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.